Namaskar and welcome to Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. Namaskar, ma'am.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti and welcome to Going Beyond.
Thank you so much.
We have spoken about trust and doubt and fear and so many things. And I found something very nice to read. You know someone has real love towards you when they trust you fully, despite any past. And when you do fail to fulfill a promise or even betray a confidence, they are not disturbed. The relationship is not affected. Love is not withdrawn. The story of the broken promise is not remembered. It's just slightly unfortunate that an increasing number of people in the world never ever experience this kind of love as trust. And so they never learn to show it to themselves or to others. Love as trust is fast becoming a rare and a precious gem.
How sweet.
How sweet and how sad.
No, it's not sad. It is.
It's become such a rare gem.
Yes, but then once we realize that what is the truth, see how many of us keep saying to each other that I love you, I love my children, I love my friends, I love my siblings, I love my parents. We claim to love so many people. We can even say I love people in my neighborhood, I love so many things. And yet at the same time, it's so easy to separate love from trust. And then very often we also say, I love them, but I just can't trust them anymore because of this and this, what they did. And what you just shared with us is so beautiful, that love is trust. And if we don't trust, which means we don't love. Because when we say, I don't trust them anymore, I've just withdrawn that love and respect. And because we were trusting not the person, but trusting what they would do or how they would behave. And what you have shared with us, if we just keep this much with us, that love always, even if the promise is broken, even if they have betrayed, and most important, not to remember that broken promise. And definitely not to keep reminding them. And then that energy of love will help me to heal myself and also help the other soul to heal themselves. When we see people around us, we know that everyone's going through their own complexities. You know, the other day you said, golf is not complicated. It's the people who play are complicated. And then we realize that life is not complicated. It's we, the souls, who've become complicated, but just means shifted from our original identity. And so, there are times when somebody will lie, somebody will cheat. First and foremost, let me tell myself, this can happen. When I can see so many people around me doing it, I need to tell myself, someone can do this with me also. Someone can make a promise and break it. Someone can betray me. Someone can lie. It can happen. You know what we say? I never expected that this can ever happen, which means I don't want to face the reality that this is happening and this can happen. And when this happens in one relationship and I create hurt, then I start looking at other relationships also through that perspective. Yeah. You know, so it doesn't remain only in that one relationship. And then the slightest what somebody else would do, and I will withdraw my love and respect. So now this line, we need to just hold on to it like a compass in our life and say, love is my quality. And which means trust becomes my quality, because you just shared with us love is trust. And so if I am a loveful being, and that means my trust cannot be conditional. trust will also become a part of my original quality.
How many times people say in their lives, millions of times, I trust in God, I love God, and I'm sure there is something beyond this.
Right.
I'm sure what I see is not the truth.
Absolutely.
There is something good going to happen because I trust Him.
Yes, this is complete trust.
And we also say that right now I'm not able to understand what God is doing with
How
me
sweet, yeah.
because I love Him so much. I'm sure the result, and later on I will realize that there's something good in this.
Then what are we doing? We're trusting the goodness of that being. Like it is so natural to trust the goodness of God, can't it be natural to trust the goodness of every soul? Trust not the deed. People can make mistakes. People can lie. People can cheat. But do I have faith that I can trust the goodness of every soul? Separate the deed from the person. And which means you have made a mistake. You have broken my promise. But my trust is that you are a good, pure soul. Then I won't use that word so easily. I don't trust them anymore. Because when I don't trust someone anymore, it's less about the other person, but it's me first who feels uncomfortable. Now you have to see two kinds of people. One who trust very easily, and the others who are constantly with this energy of doubt, and you can see who's more comfortable. Even a person who creates this sanskar of creating doubt, they are creating too many negative and waste thoughts. You can have a leader sitting in the room and their team is working outside. If they trust them, their mind will be silent. But if they doubt their team, then irrespective of whether they are working properly or not, they are sincere or not, my internal conversation is going on. Are they? Are they not? Have they told me the truth? Have they not? Even if I leave them like this, will they finish the work or they're not? They never manage to do it on time. It is an unnecessary series of negative energy. And the one who chooses to trust people just chooses a very comfortable way of living. So I trust because it makes me comfortable. It just keeps you. Which means if I trust 20 people, it is possible that 18 out of them will choose to do things differently. But I have to tell myself, I chose to trust the person. They chose to behave in a different way, and I choose to still continue trusting the person. Person and work is separate. Sometimes if we assign a task to someone, let's say even in the staff, even in the people working for us in the office, you give them a task and they don't do it very well. They make mistakes, and then we say, now I can't trust them anymore. We just need to say, I don't have the confidence in their capability to do this task. Capability to do the task and goodness of the person, two different things. Two different things. If we find that somebody is not capable of doing some kind of work, okay. Now choose whether the person should continue doing that work or not. If you feel there's no way that person can learn that skill or do the work, we can part ways. But if we say, I don't trust you anymore, then we are parting ways with a lot of turbulent and negative energy internally. So this is very, very beautiful, and I think we need to really keep this with us and keep it in every relationship. Like the lady you shared with us, if she just now takes this with her and she just holds on to it and says, I'm a loveful soul, my partner, my husband has done something, but now I choose to trust him and love him, unconditional of what happened. Otherwise it's conditional. So unconditional. Now this vibration will help the other soul to come back. And more than about the other soul coming back, it will help this lady to heal herself, and which means the hurt will disappear. And if the hurt disappears, the fear of being wounded again will disappear. And if the fear disappears, that trust is intact, relationship will be beautiful. And this is not theory. This is something which a lot of people have done and have got amazing results. Just trust completely. People say, I can trust 80%. There's no such thing, 80% and 50%. It's either we trust or we doubt.
But isn't it better to trust a known person and give him another chance than going on trying and failing, trying and failing, and trying and failing 10 different people? If
Every time we
in my
fail.
staff, one of the drivers passed a very bad comment on my secretary or something happened, and they had a big fight. And she said he should be thrown out, this and that, whatever. Finally, I said, we'll give him another chance. Then he damaged one of the cars. I said, another chance. I had trust. I said, accidents happen, second, third time. Fourth time, he cheated on some petrol thing. And he said, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. And he's still working for me.
Yeah. Now this is it. Trust. This trust can create magic. Even if somebody is cheating, somebody is being dishonest, if you want them, like you said, will the husband change? So if you want the other person to change, if you're doing it for their good, then the only power that they need to change is your unconditional trust. Trust is such a rare commodity today, like you just read for us. And so if you give it to people, unconditional, they'll be ready to do anything.
I always say, okay, add this much of salary to the kind of losses he makes. This guy breaks so many plates. This guy has a tendency to, get the car a little bit here and there.
Right.
Touch. But if you go on trying new people every time, how are you going to live your life?
Absolutely.
Where's the peace?
Absolutely.
How many drivers will I change? How many cooks will I change? And how many times will I change my life partner?
Right. Absolutely. So the easiest way is, one is that, a way of working, checking what people are doing, because this is at home, but in a bigger place, it could be in an office, in a company. You know what people are doing.
Checking and doubting is
it's two different things. This is what we need to see. Some people would say, oh, which means nothing. Let people do what they want and trust them completely. Yes, trust them that they're doing the best to their capacity. Not trust them that they are perfect, and then the minute they do something else and they say, now I can't trust you.
One more point, sister. If somebody really wants to cheat you, he'll do it anyways. You try your best. How long? Otherwise, you do it your own self.
But most important
How much can you keep an eye on everybody?
But most important is trust them. Transmit this powerful energy of trust to people. We still have to experiment with the magic this energy can create. This energy creates magic. Very few of us have seen the power of this energy yet. Just trust them absolutely with a silent mind. This silent mind, this energy of trust, brings out their goodness in them. It does, because it is their quality. So it will bring out the goodness in them, and most important, like you said about the working style, trust will also bring out the best potential in the other people. If we doubt people, they get scared of us. And then they will not try their best in everything because they'll have the fear. What if this goes wrong? What if this happens? Trusting people gives them the liberty to be themselves. Let's say, I trusted you that you will do it this way. And now that person goes and does it another way or makes a mistake, and I say, now I don't trust you. So because of that fear of losing trust, people are not ready to experiment ways. They're not ready to try new things, because what if I don't do it right? Then they won't trust me anymore. So if we trust people, it will help them to bring out the best in them. That's very important.
Yeah, usually people say, I can do better, but he gets irritable, my boss is very irritable.
Exactly.
Whatever he says, okay, we'll give him what he wants.
This is
Though
what
I
it
have
is.
better choices.
This is what it is. So it's stopping the goodness and the potential of every soul from emerging. And the loss is ours. The loss is theirs definitely, but the loss is ours too. So seeing the complete picture, there's only one way of living, and that's complete trust. In the workplace, in the staff, in relationships with children. And if somebody has cheated me, betrayed me, broken a promise, you can share what you feel. that, I shared this with you because I thought you would keep it to yourself. So can I request you that next time? But my trust is broken is a line which should never be said. I don't trust you anymore. Very, very deep things just get broken at that time. I can say, I expected you, that you would keep this promise. And I'm a little unhappy.
With what you did.
Whatever. But this is a very powerful sentence. I don't trust you anymore. Which means I don't trust the goodness of you. It is.
I have nothing to do with you now. I don't trust you anymore. It's almost the same thing.
Almost the same thing. And this line is being used a little too often with children. Imagine a parent saying to a child, I don't trust you anymore. The entire source of empowering energy is gone because love is broken.
I have full faith in you. I trust you. Maybe you failed once. A lot of parents say that. You fail only when you stop trying. Try again.
One is failure, but what if the child has, lied to you? What if the child has cheated you? Can I still say and feel, not just say, just feel deep down inside, you've done this, explain why it's not right for the child, but say, I completely trust that this was the last time.
Yeah, but even you can tell him that what is there in a lie. Supposing you did not lie, what would I have done? Nothing.
He will not lie if he also has complete trust that when he tells the truth, what's the response that he is going to get? We seem to get very offended when people lie to us, but we need to stop and check, why did somebody not tell me the truth? So it's less about why did you lie, and it's more about what is there in me because of which this person couldn't say the truth to me. Why does a child lie to a parent?
He was scared of the parent.
And which means that if he would have told the truth,
you would have got angry.
That's all. Why does a student lie to a teacher?
Same thing.
Simple.
But teacher
if
is
a
very
student,
strict.
Yes.
Teacher, but he can imagine also that teacher might get angry.
We were doing this program with school children, and there were about 250 children of 9th and 10th class. And I just said, how many of you tell absolute truth to your parents? And about 5 of them raised their hands. I said, what if all of us start sharing the truth with our parents? And they said, we would love to, because anyways we don't like to hide anything from them. But are they ready to listen to the truth? And then I said, okay, then today just go back, talk to them and tell them, we'll tell you the truth. Everything, it can be small things for children. And we tell you the truth, promise that no reaction from the other side. And I said, I'm sure your parents want to know the truth and they will not react. And the children just smiled at me like that and they said, I said, so can we go and tell them the truth? And so they said, oh, you know what they will do? They will promise they will not react. And at that moment, they will listen to all the truth from us and they will not react. And after some time, they will get back at us for everything.
Children are so smart. They
It's
remember
not smart.
everything.
They know us. They know us.
We don't know them.
So we just need to say, if I want that this child or this colleague or this partner should speak the truth, then it's only if I am able to remain stable when I hear the truth. If a child has to come and say, I bunked school today and went for a movie, I tried smoking today, can a parent remain stable? And then we will start shouting at them. And if we do, they will stop telling. And we will think they stopped doing it. They don't stop doing it. They just stopped telling us. And then once they stop telling us, and if somewhere down the line we come to know that they've done something like this, we'll say, you broke my trust. We should see little children. When they come home from school, they share everything with their parents. They keep running around. This happened in school today, this happened. And when they grow to 13, 14, 15, why do they stop sharing their things with their parents? Same parent, same child. Why have they stopped sharing?
See, so many times the teachers also tell the students, if you tell me the truth, I will forgive you, excuse you, I promise you I won't do anything. They ask the student everything. Okay, sir, he did that, I went there, he did that, that fellow did, all the whole story, and then they take an action.
Exactly.
Exactly like a policeman does in the police station. Okay, we'll leave you, we'll give you some money, we'll try to help you out if you tell us the truth. Then the moment he records the truth, this is really a kind of a betrayal here. And the child learns what is betrayal here, and the child learns how to speak a lie. Then even if not lie, he might say it's just a tact. How
So
to
now the
handle.
parent
I'm
needs to
handling
know.
my parents
Yeah.
this way because he can't handle the truth.
So the parents now need to understand who betrayed who. Because it's very easy to say to the child, you betrayed my trust.
And
You
the child can
betrayed me.
also say, I don't trust you anymore.
Absolutely. And children do say to their parents, I don't trust you because I shared this with you and this is what I got in return. When somebody is telling us the truth, then it also becomes the responsibility of the parent or the teacher to respect that truth, and which means absolute stability with that truth, absolute confidentiality with that truth, and most important, like you said, not reminding them again and again later on. You can remain stable that time, and then from next day onwards we are like, remember you did that? Remember that day I didn't say anything to you?
And out of full faith and love and trust, so many times we tell our weaknesses, our past to a friend or to the loved one, to your spouse, and if they pick up that point, and when they fight and they say, you were this, you did that to that. You before marriage, you told me that even you had a fight with your boyfriend like that, and you left that boyfriend because of this kind of a nature. I should have understood then. How bad it is.
Yes, so you have just betrayed the trust which somebody else had put in you. So there is no question of saying to them that you betrayed me, because it's we first who did it. So when somebody shares the truth, it's my responsibility to respect that truth. And if I don't respect it, then the next time the other person plans to behave in a slightly different way, and then I have no right to say to them, you betrayed me. It began from here.
And these days you hide things from me, that friendship is not there, that you're not being transparent anymore.
Absolutely.
What is happening?
What has happened?
I made it happen.
Yes. Well, that happened because when someone was sharing the truth, we were not ready to listen to the truth. This is very important. So many children write emails to us. So many children, school children, they have a lot of challenges in their life, lot of problems. Girls are going through a lot of challenges, and they'll write that whole email, and the last line will be, please don't let our parents know this. And reading that email, I can see that it's only the parents who can help them right now. No one and nothing else can happen without parental support and love right now, but they can't talk to their parents just because we're not able to remain stable at that time.
I can agree with you, because there are a lot of earlier my staff never could ever speak anything or tell me anything, even for a small 1 day's leave or some kind of an advance of money or anything. They would just go and tell my wife, we want sir to do this, we want this. I should tell why don't they tell me directly? They're scared of you.
So it's not that they are not telling the truth, it's just that we are not ready to hear the truth. So let's work on ourselves. Why children go towards peer pressure? Parents are not ready to hear the truth. Parents have stopped accepting them and their truth, and so they move towards friends and other things, because there they're getting that acceptance, and from the parent they're getting rejection. And then the parent will say, you betrayed me. You have gone and done such a thing. What they may be doing may not be right. Let's say somebody tried a cigarette. Cigarette is bad. Cigarette is dangerous to health. But wanting to do it, trying it out, can be natural for his age, is something that I need to respect. Just respect, yes, I understand this, so that I'll be stable when he's sharing his truth. The only way to protect our children today because times outside are a little challenging. There are too many distractions, too many experiments that they can do. The only way to protect the children, because now the physical ways of protecting are over, where you can check who they are talking to, where they are going out, where are they right now, with who are they, all that is over. Because technology has given us so much. And plus, earlier there were times when we were in a joint family where the neighbors would also tell us, your child was with so and such a thing was happening. All that is over. Today, if the neighbor sees something also, he's not going to come and tell me. I'm not getting into their family matters. We are living in nuclear families. Parents both are working. Child comes home at 2:30 in the afternoon, is alone at home. How are you going to check? What is the child doing? So the ways of checking and taking care of children in the physical sense that way is over. Now the only thing that we can do is empower them so that they will take care of themselves. We can't check what are they doing on the internet, what are they watching on TV in the night. We can't check that anymore. And the only way of taking care is give them the faith that they can come and share everything. And then we say everything, it means everything. And when they come and share, then we can play our role of facilitator and guide. And that will help them.
From today, trust people, love people, and the rare gem, the trust and love, let's reinforce and
let's make it a natural way of living, not a rare commodity.
What about a meditation on this?
Sure. Let me sit back and bring on the screen of my mind someone who has made a mistake, broken a promise, cheated me, lied to me, betrayed me. And every time this happened, I created pain. And I said, I don't trust them anymore. Now let me look at them again. They broke a promise. They were dishonest. They did something which I did not expect. But now let me look at the soul. Pure, beautiful, originally very peaceful and loveful. And this is my quality too. Let me connect soul to soul and accept that they had a different way of living, a different way of doing things. I do not agree with what they have done, but my love and trust for the soul remains just the same. Nothing has changed there. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.